For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 14 of Season 2 here at Chelsea. We are getting very close, well, we're right next to the January transfer window now with two games today against Burnley and then Stoke on New Year's Eve, and we will be into the January transfer window. Reece James is asked to play. Not going to happen, mate, I'm afraid. We're in good form, great goal-scoring form as well for a change. And the FA Cup game has been drawn as well on the 12th against Shrewsbury. We've also 3 games against West Brom in the month of January, including 2 in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup before we move out back to European football outside of the window. So we know we want to make changes to the team in this upcoming window. But with the emergence of Tammy Abraham, not sure whether those changes might have or plans might have changed a little bit. We will wait and see. Of course, going to take on board your feedback for the window upcoming, but we will address it in more detail at the end of the episode and or at the beginning of the next one once we actually get into the window itself. But Burnley and Stoke today, 2 games in 3 days, and hopefully we can maximise our points haul. Tom Heaton always plays well against me whenever we play Burnley. Again, Phil Bardsley and Daley Blind lining up at the back with a 4-2-3-1, or it's more of a 4-4-1-1 for Burnley here, with Chris Wood up top. Did we beat them last time, or did we draw? I can't actually remember off the top of my head. We've played them relatively recently as well. I should be able to remember, but I can't, unfortunately. I'm sure you guys will. Anyway, Burnley away. He's given it straight to N'Golo Kante. That was a mistake. And I'll look to get this to Eden Hazard, who's racing through. Eden Hazard to give us a 1-0 lead. There we go. Nicely taken into the top corner. Chelsea 1, Burnley 0 after 6.5 minutes. Have we turned a corner with the way that we're scoring goals? I'm not sure. 10 in the last 2 and 1 very early on here as well. Kante out to Willian. It's Tammy Abraham. Oh, it's a lovely turn actually. A really nice one. And we'll look through there to Eden Hazard, who gives us a second. He hasn't scored many for me this season, Eden Hazard, but he has got 2 in the opening 22 minutes today. The Stir the Pot celebration. And it's Chelsea 2, Burnley 0 here at Turf Moor. Willian. Kante to Willian again. In there to Tammy Abraham. Back to Kante, look for Cruz. To Kante again, to Willian again, to Kante, to Cruz. To the back of the net. To the back of the net. What is going on? I don't understand, really. What's changed? I don't get it. Maybe, is it because we lowered the goalkeeper ability? Is there that much difference between 50 and 55? Did I lower it back down to 50? I did. Is there that much difference between 50 and 55? I'll up it again to 55 because I think 13 goals in 3 games, or 13 goals in 2 games and 25 minutes is a little bit excessive. It doesn't seem to be a middle ground, does there? I either score lots of goals or I barely score at all. All over the top. Aspie's up, wins it well. Eden Hazard, go on then, we'll go down the line there to Coutinho. Tammy Abraham in front of me. I need to get this ball under control and turn away from the defenders, which we've done well. And Willian misses. I thought when he got the turn in there and found that space, Willian, just there, that was going to be 4, but no. Across goal and wide. Corner for Burnley after 40 minutes. Not 20. Oh no! What a diving header from Chris Wood at the near post. And we may actually catch him on the counter from that. What a ridiculous header. How has he even gotten to that with that sort of diving header as well? Willian is just burning around the outside of their entire defence. I see Tammy Abraham in the middle. Across looking for him. I'll find Eden Hazard and he will get a hat-trick. It's 4-0. They've just hit the bar with the most ridiculous diving header at one end. And we've sprinted up the other with Willian. Crossed it to the back post. Hazard on his own. Brings it down. Hits it hard. Finds the bottom corner. Chelsea 4, Burnley 0. Oh, nicely done by Coutinho. Tammy just rather motionless, but a bit of space for him. Why is everything going in all of a sudden? I don't understand. Doesn't make any sense. Lovely footwork from Coutinho to get past the defender, but I'd say before What are you doing, Tom Heaton? Before the game, I said Tom Heaton normally plays really well against me, and then, well, I don't understand. I'm not going to complain. Burnley 0, Chelsea 5. Goodmanson, cross there to Jonathan Walters. Nice tackle by Azpilicueta. To Eden Hazard. Coutinho to Tammy Abraham. Turns well. Coutinho still there. And poke that for Willian. I thought it was going to be 6. Oh, he's offside. Hazard into Tammy Abraham. Good turn. Drops the shoulder well. Or lay that back there to Kante. To Cruz. To Kante again. All of the space I did have has now completely disappeared. Willian, that's a penalty. One awful challenge from the defender. Daley Blind with one of the worst timed tackles I've seen for a while. Willian did try the little fake shot to fool him, but I'm surprised that a player of his quality has been fooled quite that easily, and he has thrown himself at me there. They make a change. Eden Hazard is on the pen. He's scored 3 already so far in this one, and we'll try and get him a 4th and our 6th. Oh, but it's well saved by the keeper. Eden Hazard I thought I'd try and stroke it into the corner with barely any speed, the same way that Eden Hazard does in real life. Unfortunately, the keeper's read my intentions and makes a good save. But we could still score, but Christensen heads over the bar. Coutinho out to Willian. Around the corner there to Tammy Abraham. Isolating the one defender, going one way then the other. He doesn't seem to know which way I'm going to go. Tom Heaton just stands there though, and I kick the ball straight at him. 12 minutes to go. Corner for Burnley. They're going to get themselves a consolation goal? No. Not unless they build something. Oh, right, that's a bit brave, isn't it? Shooting from there, therefore. I mean, fair play for having the balls to do it, but really not the best of decisions to try and score like that. Willian can't turn away from the defender, and therefore will be involved again. Goodmanson into Ashley Barnes, who runs straight into Aymeric Laporte. If I can get this round the corner, I could send Eden Hazard away again. I'm actually going to turn back inside, then look for Tammy Abraham. What a lovely ball. Shame he can't get the shot off. Kroos through the gap there to Eden Hazard. Around the corner into Tammy Abraham. And the overlap is Azpilicueta. In the middle is Coutinho, but at the back post is Willian. Also is Tom Heaton to palm it away. Can Kante get that off Robbie Brady? Yes, he can. No foul given. Good. Coutinho dropped the shoulder for a 6th. Oh! That hit the bar on the way over. That far away from a 6th goal. Great hit from Coutinho, and you'll see from the replay, bonk, just off the top of the bar. It's going to be 5-0 here, though, the final score. I'm pretty sure that the 3 minutes of added time are very nearly over already, despite the fact that there's not been much happening in them. And there we go, it's the final whistle. A 5-0 victory against Burnley. Well, hat-trick for Eden Hazard. It's about time he started to score goals, because he's not been that prolific this season. But I don't know whether it's just because we're playing some really weak teams at the minute, whether that's the reason why the results are going the way they are. But Palace aren't very good. West Brom aren't very good. Burnley aren't very good. So maybe that's why we're in such a good goal-scoring vein of form. Just because the opponents we're playing aren't necessarily of that higher standard. So we'll have to wait and see how we get on against Stoke. Although, to be fair, Palace is 6th. We beat them 4-0 in the last episode. But West Brom are down in 18th. And where are Burnley? Burnley are 12th. Well, they're not exactly that bad. I don't know then. I've genuinely no idea where this run of form has come from, but I mean, I'm quite happy that it's here. Let's see if we can continue it against Stoke. 5-2-3 for Stoke is not the strongest team that they could possibly have put out. Not even close to the strongest team that they could possibly put out. I am playing a rotation side myself, but still, I should be getting a win here. Pedro around the corner to Alvaro Morata. Back to Pedro. Morata's gone again. Alvaro in behind. And misses on his left foot, as we've seen him do 1,000 times this season. If ever there was a moment for you to put pressure on Tammy Abraham to get your starting spot back, Alvaro, this is the game to do it. Start hitting the target, please. Bakayoko through the gap there to Pedro, around the corner to Alvaro Morata. He's still on his left foot. That was on target this time at least. Cleared away by Calls. Isco brings it down. Pedro, looked for him again, but it's a poor ball. Bakayoko's up. Does well. Pedro. Oh, where do we go? Where do we go? I'm just going to... Oh, no, we'll go out wide. Here's Charlie Musonda. And good save. Oh, cleared away by Sweeney before Charlie Musonda could get to the loose ball again. Pedro trying to pick up their ball as it drops, but we'll get it from a throw-in. Charlie Musonda will cross. It's well blocked. Ramadan just falls over. There's no foul in there. I didn't actually press anything to foul him. Isco, look for Pedro. Spin. Pedro. Pedro! Oh! The deflection very nearly finding the bottom corner. Isco with the set piece. Whipped in. Rudiger underneath it. That's comfortable for Butland. Good header by Luke Shaw. Kennedy will look there to Morata and then turn the corner and get it to Pedro. Pedro's got the rushing forward run of Charlie Musonda. Good save by Butland. Morata trying to get it back into the middle but can't find a teammate. Butland denied us a couple of times now with some good saves. Kennedy does well to win that back. And Isco battling with Janelli and Bula does well. Fire that looking for Morata. It's a good turn. He's done well. Alvaro Morata. Butland again with a save. Out for a corner. Right, what can we do here? Looking for Rudiger perhaps. And it's Rudiger underneath it. And Butland is there and holds on well. 6 saves so far. Bula to Bojan. Out to Ramadan Sobhi. Good tackle by Rudiger. Apparently not a good tackle by Rudiger. I didn't see anything wrong with that myself. Iago Falque stood over it. Not really got the angle to shoot, but he does put in a great delivery into the box. And Luke Shaw, I'd say, deals with it, but it wasn't really very well dealt with. But Rudiger will just get rid. There's not long left in this first half, but it's a lovely knockdown by Morata. And Pedro, not sure which way to go here or which way to commit. I'll just play the ball over. Out wide there looking for Kennedy, brings it down well. Turns inside and will get it back to Pedro. Pedro out to Charlie Musonda. It's a poor pass, but Musonda does keep hold of it well. Isco rolls the defender into Morata, rolls the defender, but can't shoot because the stumbling Bruno Martins Indy was in the way. Looks like it's going to be 0-0 at half time. Iago Falque. Nice ball down the line looking for Bojan. Brings it down well, turns back. Iago Falque again. Can't outmuscle him. Good cross. And, Ramadan Sobhi with a good volley. Well held by Courtois. They've not threatened me much, Stoke, but that would have been a great goal to take the lead. Pedro to Morata. Bakayoko through that gap to Morata. Around the corner nicely, actually, to Pedro. Bruno Martins Indy literally just ran at me. There was no defending involved there. He just ran at me and got the ball away. And Bojan, hits the post and very nearly punishes me at the other end. Have a word with your scoop turn, will ya? Bojan with the turn of his own on the edge of the box. Out to Andy Nahar. Cross comes in. There is a man at the back post, but thankfully Zappacosta gets back. Bojan, man in the middle, or one of the men in the middle here. Iago Falque will take the corner. And Morata just heads that straight back to the corner taker. I'd rather you were further up the field, to be honest. Who's going to win that? Bakayoko knocks it down. Vema with the lofted effort, but Courtois with the save. Stoke starting to come alive here in this second half, and I couldn't get that away. Bruno Martins Indy to Bojan. Cross could come in. It does. Keeper's come and punched. Right, come on then. Counter-attack. Let's go. Quickly. Wasn't the best of touches or turns. Pedro, though, darts past Bruno Martins Indy. Morata is there, making a good run, and will drop the shoulder. Morata, I tried to drive past the defender and couldn't do it. Sweeney does well. Still 0-0 with 23 minutes to go. Kennedy. Forward to Isco. It's not Isco, it's Pedro. Round the corner to Morata. Isco's back there. There we go. Isco to Charlie Musonda. Charlie Musonda with the turn. Charlie Musonda with the shot. Jack Butland with the save and calls with the clearance. That's Bakayoko. Isco. Sorely tempted to try and find the space for a shot. And we have found the space for the shot. Butland can just go away, I think. And he said something horrible. I didn't. Kennedy with the tackle to Pedro. Pedro. God, Butland, piss off. It's going to be a goal kick, isn't it? Fuck my life. I cannot score against Jack Butland in this game. Cesc Fabregas can come on. Do I make another change? No, I'm going to leave it as is for now. We'll see if we can force away in front. Good header by David Luiz. Pedro brings it down. Morata is there. And, the defender overcommitted there and got that wrong. Pull that back. Morata, well blocked by Bruno Martins Indy. Vima clears, but it will be Pedro that picks up the loose ball. Here's Cesc just on the pitch. It's going to drop to Morata. Just needs to keep hold of possession there to ensure that we have the opportunity for another chance. Kennedy played in, but cleared away by Vima. Kennedy, throw in there to Pedro. Looking for Cesc. Not the best of passes. Try and draw that defender that was with Cesc to me. I don't know where to go. Cesc's turned brilliantly. Cesc Fabregas. Oh no, Cesc. Come on, mate. You're better than that. Awful effort. Kennedy intercepts. Cesc. Right. Joe Allen. Here's Bojan. I tried to squeeze that through, but David Luiz does well. Cesc Fabregas into Pedro. I'll look for Morata, and I will find him. And he's turned well, Alvaro. Please, now Morata. Yes, at last we've scored. Jack Butland has made save after save after save. You can see how frustrated he is at himself for rushing out there and not getting to the ball first. I thought I might have overrun it slightly, but I am able to just squeeze it underneath the keeper. Morata scores at last, but I still think Tammy Abraham's going to stay as my number one striker for now. He's been okay, Morata. There, I thought that touch was a little bit too heavy, but he just beats the keeper to it. So actually tucks it in the back of the net in a similar fashion to how Tammy Abraham scored his first few goals of the season. His 5th goal in the Premier League so far, Alvaro Morata, but only scoring 5 goals as we're just about to enter January is not good enough from a top striker. Although he might actually be able to make it 6 if he can get the shot away. But Jack Butland makes a good save. I was never really going to score from there, but I had to shoot or do something because the defender was going to close me down. Win that header. Well up. Can he still maybe make it 6? No. Gets caught, but no foul given, and the ball goes over the bar. Musonda to Pedro. There's not much time left now, and I'm quite happy to just keep hold of possession and waste the time between now and the end of the game, he says as he gives it away, but Courtois catches that. They have pushed a lot of men forward here. I've got to throw that straight to Santos, haven't I? As soon as I say, right, I'm going to keep possession, I can't seem to keep the ball at the feet of my own players. Here's Kevin Wimmer, centre back pushing forward into Santos. Cross comes in, headed away by Rudiger. Right, now we can keep possession. And Pedro, I don't need to keep possession because the final whistle's gone. A slim margin of victory this time around, but a margin of victory nonetheless. 1-0 against Stoke City, although not thanks in any small part to the attempts of Jack Butland in between the sticks. But I've probably not dominated a game like that in quite that way for a while. 19 shots, 16 on target, 12 saves from Jack Butland. Although quite a few were from around the edge of the box, if I'm being completely honest. But still, very enjoyable couple of games that. Big win against Burnley. Right now, who have Manchester United got? Everton at home. Do me a favour, Everton. Just pick up something. Just let United drop some form of points in this particular game. And we'll head into the new year with a fresh dose of enthusiasm as to what we can do in the new year. And Everton have gone and done exactly that. They've drawn 2-2. We are 2 points away. Victor Moses is... Oh, I forgot. Victor Moses was going in Everton. Going in Everton, going in the next window. I got all confused, didn't I? When I still had Victor Moses, because I thought the deal had been done at the end of the transfer window. But he has now left as we've gotten to the 1st of January, so my transfer budget will have improved. This is a new youngster I've got in my youth squad, but I'm not sure whether he's actually going to do anything. I'm not sure whether I'll have the time in this save to do anything, but we have had some money put in our transfer budget now, which is good news. What I can also do is put players like Cesc Fabregas on the transfer list, because I know I definitely want to sell Cesc in this window. Moses is already gone. Where are you? Cesc. There he is. Cesc Fabregas, add to the transfer list. Now, I will go through in the next episode what I plan to do in the window. In fact, David Luiz is unhappy because he's not getting enough first team football. So I will... Rudiger's unhappy as well, but I'd rather sell David Luiz because of his age. Add to transfer list. So David Luiz is on the... Actually, I think David Luiz has only got 6 months left on his contract. Let me just quickly double check that. He does. So let me offer him a new contract. I'm actually going to delegate it. He's currently on... What's he currently on? I don't offer him 260 grand. He's currently on 165. Okay. But if I say start the wage offer at 180... then he'll probably accept that, and he has done. Right, okay, good. Well, David Luiz now has a new contract, and that means we can now sell him and not worry about losing him on a free. Buzzing. Right, and actually we have Everton next, the side that just helped us get within 2 points and 1 game of Manchester United at the top of the table. We are turning things around this season. We had a really, really dodgy start, but since drawing 7 of the opening 10, we've won 6 of the next 8. Very, very pleased with how things are turning out this season. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content we will address. And Herrera has gone to Leipzig. We will address the transfer window in the next episode, what my plans are, who we're trying to move on, who we're contemplating bringing in with regards to positional players, and then you guys could perhaps give me individuals for those positions. But for now, that's all from me for today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.